Every creature needs to rest. Koalas, emus, babies, mums, dads, even echidnas in the rainforest or desert. Just like eating, we can't survive without sleep. But have you ever wondered why we go to bed at night and what makes us sleepy? Well, there are two main processes that influence when we sleep. One of them is the circadian rhythm, also known as our body clock. This is a 24-hour cycle which controls when we sleep and wake up, as well as coordinating all of our biological processes. This cycle responds to light. For instance, when the sun goes up, we're ready to wake up, and when the sun goes down, we start to get sleepy. When our eyes are exposed to light, it sends a message through a special group of cells and is carried to our brain. The brain sends messages throughout our body to prepare ourselves for a big day ahead. As the sun begins to set and our exposure to light is reduced, part of our brain called the pineal gland starts to produce melatonin. This hormone tells our body that it's time to rest. As more and more is produced, we gradually begin to feel sleepier. The second process that influences how sleepy you feel is called the homeostatic process. It's also called sleep pressure, and it's the feeling you get when you're tired. As we go through our day, this feeling of sleepiness builds up in our bodies the longer we're awake. You could think of it like a rolling landscape with mountains and valleys. As our body begins to feel more and more sleepy, the homeostatic motion climbs up a mountain, getting steeper, higher, and slower. Once it's at the top, it needs to plunge back down into a deep sleep, like a valley, to allow our bodies to rest and refresh for the day ahead. Just as the sun rises and sets, our bodies also follow their own rhythm, climbing the mountains of activity, thought, and exercise. The homeostatic process and circadian rhythms happen simultaneously, and ideally they work together. When they're not working together well, you might experience things like sleeping at unusual times or waking and not feeling rested. Think of how you feel if you're exhausted after staying up all night, but also feeling awake and wired because it's morning and the sun is up. This is a telltale sign that your sleep processes aren't working together the way they should be. It's important that these two processes are working together so that we have the energy to enjoy our day ahead. If you want to keep learning more about sleep, continue watching our other videos or visit our website, let'syarnaboutsleep.org.